Hi, my name is Andrew Grimes. I'm a principal architect for Flash for NetApp. Today we're here to talk to you about the NetApp Flash portfolio and the data fabric.
John Woodall, Vice President, Engineering, Integrated Archive Systems, longtime partner of NetApp's. This is going to be fun because as long as I've been in the industry for decades, this was our choice of media. Hard disk drives. Served us well, became a bottleneck over time. Then came NAND flash, very disruptive to the industry, but now it's kind of table stakes. Everyone gets the same benefit from flash. Lower footprint in the data center for power, cooling, space. Performance is off the table because it's so good. It enables lots of business outcomes. Next, we're hearing a lot about NVMe in the market. So don't worry, NetApp has plans in that space and they're coming soon. And then whatever is next, from a storage class memory perspective, we'll be able to roll into NetApp's product suite and portfolio quite easily.
Okay. Thanks, John. Yeah, I think the key thing to understand is that NetApp's really been well prepared for these market shifts because adopting technologies like cluster data on tap or our solid fire technologies where you can build these heterogeneous scale-out clusters of mixed technologies, mixed generations, all scalable non-disruptively. So you can go from generations of spinning disk, generations of flash technologies, multiple sizes of flash technologies, and then to new technologies like NVMe, storage class memory, et cetera. Non-disruptively move between these technology changes because spinning disk had its own limitations around platter densities and platter evolutions. Flash has blown all expectations out of the water. It's back to applied Moore's law to storage media, one of the first times that's really happened. But other technologies in the space have had to forklift upgrades between their HDD technologies to their Flash Generation 1, Flash Generation 2, Flash Generation 3. Even adding technologies just like a NAS protocol has required a different silo. Forklifts are no longer really tolerated in this market. The technology has moved so fast that an array that's 1 to 2 years old may be obsolete already in the market. And customers are wanting to purchase flash technologies and be able to use it for longer, 6 years of depreciation of an asset, but while at the same time adding every year a new generation of technology.
We're seeing the same motion around flash. We're selling AFF, Solid Fire, other NetApp products, where flash definitely has a longer life cycle for the customer. They're going to new generations of controllers, new media densities, new media types, et cetera. They're doing it within the same cluster. And that's a unique proposition because there's no disruption to their business. And as a result, they're able to get on this continuum of constant innovation that NetApp represents in the last 25 years that they've been in the industry. And so it's really exciting to be able to walk into a customer and say, you can adopt the latest and greatest without having to give up what you've already invested in and to move forward at a rate and pace that makes sense for you.
And really, the other trend that we're seeing in the industry is cloud. Cloud has certainly changed the way people want to consume data services. Obviously, the hyperscalers as well as service providers originally started with service providers, and now the hyperscalers are definitely moving up in the market. But we really went from infrastructure and all these complex layers, and certainly vendors were very proud of their different hardware technologies, moving into a service catalog or a set of data services you deliver from whatever media type, from spinning disk, from flash, from NVMe, from whatever comes next. Those same services have to be available from the cloud, and we ironically are seeing the tail wag the dog a little bit, whereas now people are looking in AWS and loving a lot of the capabilities in cloud, but also looking at some of the less predictable cost metrics and saying, I want that same consumption model, I want that same service delivery mentality available from on-prem. And whether that's databases, whether that's mail or file or virtual machines, they want those services to just be delivered from a catalog and start to realize the real secret that's been going on in the industry all the time, which is that the value is not in the infrastructure, the value is in the data and the services that you deliver from off of that data. But workloads like DevOps is actually a great example of where we have environments where people want to take data and they want to perform DevOps activities on-prem, but they also want to use cloud opportunistically and aggressively in order to accelerate their time to business value through more rapid innovation, more rapid development of new technologies and services that they deliver back to customers. So what we're seeing is the focus needs to be on these service catalogs that you can deliver, and the infrastructure needs to stay out of your way. And as new media types, as new technologies, as new delivery mechanisms are available, you need to be able to add it into those environments without disruption.
And that's why we've got this line here, really, is to say this stuff does matter. We can't get away from that, and we shouldn't. We can compete very well here, but the real issue is what's above the line. It's your workloads, it's the data, and how you manage it. Here we've drawn a line, just DevOps workflows, very common right now from a cloud perspective, and if any customer is being responsible to leverage in cloud. So this could be AWS, this could be Azure, others coming online, but it's a dual-headed arrow because you can move things in and out of these environments and between these environments. So you get the best of all possible worlds. So if you're always managing the dynamic tension of cost and agility for your business, what this represents is NetApp's data fabric. And so in a flash context, we're going to call that Flash Fabric.
Yeah. So Flash Fabric's really the ability to deliver, a contiguous layer of infrastructure services delivered back to your organization that's immune to the changes in the technologies underneath it. Vendors that are focused on portfolio of having a single silo of a technology for NAS or for SAN or for whatever services that they want to deliver, or difficult silos of independent capacity that scale difficultly, and more importantly have to be forklifted from generation 1 to generation 2 of the exact same technology. That's just not tolerated anymore in this industry. So what we're starting to see is we want an ability to have a fabric of services from on-prem of mixed technology types, and then also extend that into the cloud and be able to move your data into and out of the cloud through multi-cloud access. And it's actually ironic, but NetApp actually owns the patent on the ability to support data attachment to multiple clouds simultaneously. No other vendor can do that because that's something that we've thought of doing from the very beginning.
That's kind of interesting because NetApp has always embraced the cloud and its adoption, and it's really an and it's not an or with NetApp. So you get to choose what makes most sense for your workload, for your business, for the economics that you need to hit. There's nothing else like that I'm seeing in the industry.
Absolutely, and NetApp has always been a bit of an and architecture company, whereas other vendors have always
Unified
used an
storage.
or. Exactly, and that's where we're really seeing cloud come is the data management requirements of cloud. The early adoption of cloud was excellent, but now we're starting to see the more of the businessification of cloud consumption.
Nice.
Ironically, we're seeing the consumption model of AWS is very attractive, and Azure and hyperscalers, but we want to give you that same service catalog, ease of deployment and management on-prem. So the tail is wagging the dog in the data center to give that same capability.
And I think, I wrote data management here, and that speaks to the catalog of services you introduced. But also, if you think of what NetApp brings to the market in this entire picture, is think of the customer, which I have to, and we all have to. Your data is the most central thing to your organization. And in this era where companies have to digitize and move their businesses forward, data management becomes an essential artifact and element of your core business strategy. The more efficiently you can manage your data through orchestration, policy, automation, and putting it where you want in a data fabric context allows your business to more easily and seamlessly go through that digital transformation that everyone seems to be talking about. NetApp's providing a way to do it.
So with that, thank you for your time today. And if you'd like to know more about the NetApp Flash Fabric and the NetApp Data Fabric, please reach out to us, netapp.com, as well as reach out to your NetApp sales team or to your NetApp reseller. We'd love to go more deeply into this with you, talk about the NetApp Data Fabric, and really help you get the best transformation of your data. Thank you.
Thank you.